Okay, this is the Form 4 first chapter. First chapter for MX. Okay, this is the function chapter. I found that a lot of students have the problems to solve this kind of problem. Okay, means this kind of problem is he straight away give you the function, composite function, and then he asks you to find fx. Okay, so in this video I'm going to teach you how to find fx from the composite function like fgx. Okay, before I start to teach you, here have a very important concept you have to you must understand. Okay, so for example, this is fgx. Okay, so this is fgx. In order to find fx, means when we substitute g inverse x, when we substitute g inverse x into fgx, when we substitute this g inverse x into the fgx, we can get fx. Okay, this is a very important concept. Okay, so what we need to do is we have to prove that this one gx, when we substitute g inverse x into gx, actually we can get x. Then we will got fx. What if the whole thing over here is x, then we got fx. So how I know when I substitute g inverse x into the gx I can get x? Okay, this is something you will learn in this third chapter. Okay, so for example, okay, this is g. Okay, when we substitute g inverse means g negative 1, or g power of negative 1, or we can call it 1 over g. So means what? G, we substitute 1 over g into a g. When we substitute in, we can actually get 1. Okay, or maybe this one is something too difficult for you to understand. It's okay. Then let me do some experiment to prove you about that. Okay, so now I do a quick experiment to show that when I substitute g inverse into the gx, I can actually get x. Then you can understand this concept. Okay, so of course here we have to find g inverse. So in order to find g inverse, okay, as usual, we let gx equal to y. Then we move the g to the other side, will become g inverse. Move the g to the other side, will become g inverse. Okay, so x will equal to g inverse y. Okay, when this one is g multiple x, so he moved to the other side, will become, if g multiple x move to the other side, it will become y divided by g. Divide by g at the bottom means actually this is g inverse. Okay, if you are MS student, I think you must be able to understand about this one. Okay, so g move to the other side will become g inverse. Okay, if you understand and use this step, okay, then I continue. Okay, so let me draw a rectangle for this one. Okay, we continue from last step. Okay, now gx equal to y. What is gx? Gx we got is x plus 5. So x plus 5 will equal to y. Okay, because gx equal to y and gx equal to x plus 5. Okay, now our objective is to find x, because x is equal to g inverse. X is equal to g inverse. So we want to find x, so we must make x as a subject. So if you want to make x as a subject, we have to move the positive 5 to the other side, become minus 5. So x will equal to y minus 5. Okay, so now what we do is we substitute g inverse into the x, because x equal to g inverse 1. Okay, so g inverse y will equal to y minus 5. Okay, now we got the inverse, but then the inverse is in x. So what we need to do is we change the order. Y become x. Okay, so g inverse x equal to x minus 5, because I can change whatever thing I like. If I can change to G inverse A equal to A minus 5, or G inverse B equal to B minus 5, this is something very normal, because Y actually is a variable. If this is variable, we can change anything we like. Okay, if you understand about this one, then okay, we got a very important thing now. Okay, we got G inverse X equal to X minus 5, and then we also got Gx is actually equal to X plus 5. Okay, so I rewrite this thing over here. Okay, so see whether when we substitute G inverse X into the Gx, whether can we get X. If we can get X, means actually fgx, we substitute the G inverse X into it, we can get fx. So now we do this experiment, this purple color rectangle, see whether we can get X or not. Okay, so now I just write whatever I have over here. So now we got Gx. Gx actually will equal to X plus 5. Okay, we got X plus 5, and G inverse X, we will got X minus 5. Okay, make it write nicer. We got X minus 5. Okay, now, okay, let's say this is G. Okay, I substitute G inverse into the Gx. Do you see that? Actually, I substitute G inverse into the Gx. So G inverse into Gx. Okay, so now what I will got? Okay, Gx equal to X plus 5. So X plus 5. Okay, Gx equal to X plus 5. So this is, assume this is Gx, so equal to X plus 5. Now G inverse X means the bracket become inverse X already, no longer X. So inverse X is equal to X minus 5. So I just put in X minus 5. So if I solve this one, X minus 5 plus Y, I got X. See, we will got X. Okay, maybe you argue that, or we can actually substitute Gx into G inverse, whether we can get X. So let's do the second experiment. I use the other color. Okay, now I substitute Gx into the G inverse. See what will happen. Okay, I substitute Gx into G inverse. Okay, assume this is G inverse X. G inverse X is X. What is that? Will be X minus 5, correct or not? X minus 5. So X minus 5. Okay, is X minus 5. Now X already become Gx. What? Gx is what? X become Gx, so this is Gx minus 5. So Gx is X plus 5. What? Gx over here will be X plus 5. What? So this is X plus 5 minus 5. We have got X also. Okay, this is very important concept to make you understand that in order to get X, if you got fx, you just need to substitute f inverse x into the fx, you have got X. If you got hx, you just need to substitute h inverse x into it, you have got X. Okay, so you have to understand why so important about inverse, because inverse can actually help you to get the values of X. Okay, if you understand, then I just erase it, because we are not going to use this for now. Okay, let me just erase all of this. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, now we go back to this question, because question asked us to find fx. So now if you find fx, okay, we find fx. Actually, we got two methods to find fx. Okay, first is, okay, we got what we got. We got f g x is equal to x square plus x plus 4. Clear or not? We got okay, let me double check. Yeah, oh no, it's not x, it's 5x. Yeah, just some mistake over here. Let me correct it. Okay, it's 5x plus 4. Okay, now we want to get fx. Okay, I say when you want to get fx means what? Means you have to substitute g inverse into the gx, what? Correct or not? Mean you need to substitute g inverse into the x. You substitute g inverse x into the x, because g inverse x multiple, not to say multiple, but something like multiple lah. Like g inverse x into the g, you can get x. So this is fx. Because from the experiment just now, we know actually this one will give us x, what? This one will give us x, then we got fx, what? So therefore, I substitute. Okay, when I substitute g inverse into the x, so what will happen to all the x over here? All the x over here, you have to substitute g inverse into it also lah. So now, okay, we got x squared plus 5x plus 4. See, x squared plus 5x plus 4. So this is x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, now x becomes g inverse. What is g inverse? G inverse is x. G inverse is x minus 5, what? So, it become x minus 5, x minus 5. So, if you solve this one, you should be able to get fx. Okay, now so let me solve this one quickly. So, therefore, fx will equal to, okay, x minus 5, we expand this one. I can actually get x squared minus 10x plus 25. Okay, this one 5 multiple into the both plus 5x and then minus 25 plus 4. Okay, let's see. Yeah, plus 4. Okay. X minus 5, x minus 5, x minus 5, minus 10x plus 25 plus 5x, okay, minus 24, okay. Then what we got over here? Okay, so now we substitute inverse into all the x. So yeah, we just solve this one. Let me check whether I got some mistake over here or not. Okay, plus 5x. Okay, plus 5x plus, okay, g inverse is equal to x minus 5 gs. Yeah, so when you just solve this one, okay, you just solve this one, you will got x squared. Okay, this one minus 10x plus 5x, you will got minus 5x plus 4. Okay, this is fx. Okay, this is fx. Okay, so yeah, then we can get fx. Okay, so actually in this question I do a little bit. Okay, but actually this is not the real question. Okay, let me do the real question over here. Okay, so I guess you roughly can understand how to do this one. So I changed a little bit because I think I just copy wrong about the gx. Okay, the real gx in the question asked is gx is equal to x minus 5. But it's actually the method just now I write is correct one. Okay, so in these cases, okay, if this is x minus 5, okay, let me do it quickly one more time. Okay, first step is what? What is first step? First step, we have to find inverse. So if we want to find inverse, what we need to do first, we have to let gx equal to y, because we have to find inverse, because we know if we substitute the g inverse into the fgx, we can get fx. Okay, so we want to find inverse, so gx, we move the g to the other side, will become g inverse y. Okay, so this one we just draw a rectangle for it, and then we start from the first step. Okay, what is gx? Gx in here is x minus 5. X minus 5 equal to gx, so equal to y. Now our objective is to find x. Find x means we want to make x as a subject, so x will equal to y plus 5. Therefore, we can quickly know that g inverse y is equal to y plus 5, because x is equal to g inverse y, right? So I just substitute in, so should be no problem for this step. So therefore, g inverse x is equal to x plus 5. Okay, so if we got, now we got the inverse already. So after we got the inverse, we just need to substitute the inverse into the fgx, we can get fx. So I just write the fgx over here. So fgx over here, we got is x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, then now what is the step? We have to substitute the g inverse x into the x over here. So what will look like is like this. Okay, so so this one will become f g x will become g inverse x. Okay, if I substitute the g inverse x into the fgx, so all this one will become x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, so x squared plus 5x plus 4. So what is the x? Now? The x now will already become g inverse what? So g inverse is x plus 5. So all the x become x plus 5. X plus 5. Okay, I just solve this one. I can get the fx. So this one will actually equal to fx. Double mention. Okay, so this one will become x squared plus 10x plus 25. This one multiple 5 for both. So I plus 5x plus 25, and then we plus 4. So we quickly solve this one. We will got x squared plus 15x plus 54. Okay, is it very hard for you? Yeah, so this is a very important concept you must understand, is when he asks you to find fx, and then you got fgx, you must understand actually you can substitute g inverse into the g, you can get the fx, because substitute g inverse x into the gx, actually you got x what, so therefore you got fx what. So therefore here actually will give you x what. So here can give you x. Okay, this is something very important. Okay, so another type of question over here. Okay, this one actually is a little bit easier compared to the question I mentioned just now. Okay, the function f is defined is fx, it gives you is 2x plus 4. Another function g is such that fg x is equal to 3x minus 8, and then it asks you to find the function g. So over here you must understand what is the meaning function g. Means he asks you to find gx. So over here, if you want to find gx, okay, and then you got fx. Okay, so now I write over here. Okay, I write properly. So fgx is equal to 3x minus 8. Okay, so now your objective is to find gx. Mean you substitute gx into the fx one. So we call fgx. I said fgx mean actually you substitute gx into the fx. Then we call fgx. So now you want to find gx. And then you got fx. Fx is what? Fx is 2x x plus 4 what? Xx is 2x plus 4. So you assume gx is the x. So now you got fx what? You got fx is 2x plus 4. Okay, so will equal to 3x minus 8. Okay, then what is gx? You do not know what is gx what? So you write the gx. You write the gx over here because you want to find gx. So you just solve this equation, you can get the gx. So therefore 2gx, okay, plus 4 to the other side become negative 4. So it becomes 3x minus 8 minus 4 minus 12. Okay, so therefore what is gx? Gx will equal to, okay, divide 2 for both, so it will become 3x minus 12 divided by 2. This is gx. This is gx. So yeah, this one is a little bit simple, but then I'm going to show you this question is just because this question is something related to the last question. Both also will already give you, both also give you the composite function, and then ask you to find one of the function. This one I give you fx and composite function. Just now also give you fx and composite function. So the very important key over here is when fgx, something like this, you must understand this is substitute gx into the fx. Substitute gx into the fx. So substitute gx into fx. This is the meaning by fgx. So what if we have something like gfx? This is we substitute fx into gx. If like this one should be substitute fx into gx. Okay, if you understand about this concept, it's very helpful if you want to do the composite function. Okay, especially in this type of question. So I really hope this video can give you a better pictures in the composite function and the inverse function, and why so important about inverse function, because inverse function, if you substitute into the like g inverse x, you substitute into gx, you will get x. Okay, this is something very important. Just memorize it and it will be very helpful in your exam. Thanks for watching the videos.